Sir, Obigas South Africa, Johannesburg, ye go there. Woman never a South Africa for a year. And he Swaboase, Yadima, any before Bissan, and Fiadi Kojis, Casa de Umukaya. Yakrachi for a mining engineer near in the inform woman. And no none was a none as some Daho was here near any Constitutional Review Committee no share provision never constitution a woman no
Today, I feel vindicated. Engineers and planners, a wholly owned Ghanaian company, has secured $100 million facility from ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development to acquire the Black Volta Gold Project.
Ibrahim Mahama, finally, the ODH for several months. Not Ghana for the bureaucracy, baby, I do Gideon. Ebi say Abusuan Chamfa, who deem a baby. But now, according to Sam Jonah, Papa Nikachere Mayum say a private to private entities. Me no no ba ko na eton the gold the mining concession and ba ko so eto enye president nya bia asem. Finally, Azuma Resources Ghana Limited, on Upwest Resources Limited, announced say, omo gold mines, Black Volta mines and Sankofa gold concession. Nina, abedi Mr. Ibrahim Mahama, John Dramani Mahama, Ninya Kitwana. Now, sadly we are go through, enye easy. O se bo pa man for the first time. Ye benye Ghana ni. Our Ghana ha, our two gold mine, our Ghana.
Today, I feel vindicated. Engineers and planners, a wholly owned Ghanaian company, has secured $100 million facility from ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development to acquire the Black Volta Gold Project. Now, this will be the first large-scale indigenous-owned gold mining project in country, a long overdue breakthrough and a powerful symbol of what is possible when vision meets courage and ambition meets execution. Ladies and gentlemen, this is happening at a very opportune time. John Mahama, our president, his government, is pursuing an aggressive policy agenda aimed at promoting greater Ghanaian participation in the industry. The initiative by ENP gives strong credence to the government's commitment, not just in word, but in deed. Indeed, it is a practical expression of policy vision that seeks to anchor resource nationalism in indigenous entrepreneurship. Ladies and gentlemen, let us be clear. And I repeat, let us be clear. This is not a favor. There is no political patronage here. This is not crony capitalism. This is not about friends and family. The deal we are witnessing here today was actually initiated as far back as 2023, October, with no fanfare, no interference, and no backroom dealings. It is in every sense of the word a commercial transaction built on merit, backed by a strong balance sheet and grounded in solid business fundamentals. Ladies and gentlemen, the courage and foresight of ENP under the distinguished leadership of Ibrahim Mahama, who I first met in 1998, when he came to seek advice about entering the mining industry, deserves our highest commendation. Back then, his interest was alluvial mining and specifically Kibi gold resources. He came to see me with his partner, Richard Levac, and I said to them that while alluvial mining was unlikely to yield sustainable returns, hard rock mining was the future. The young man then, now he's got gray hair, listened. He built a company. He earned the respect of the industry, and now he stands tall, poised to fulfill a vision that many considered impossible. Congratulations, Ibrahim. You have made us all proud. Ladies and gentlemen, the success of this deal is not just about one company. It is about national economic transformation. For far too long, the mining industry in Ghana, despite its immense contribution to exports and foreign exchange, has been largely disconnected from the broader economy. Why, we may ask? Because the ownership has been foreign largely, the procurement has been offshore, and the capital goods have come from abroad. There has been little integration, weak linkages, and minimal domestic value creation. Ladies and gentlemen, this must change, and it starts today. The move by ENP represents precisely the kind of change we need. When Ghanaians own the mines, when the decisions are made here, and when the value is retained within our borders, the contribution of this industry to Ghana GDP, job creation, and industrial development will be significantly enhanced.
Say, Anna, air plans are engineers and planners. Ibrahim Mahama, the company, no. Only Minerals Commission for Japan idea to come say never had quite first were ruling out. Ama the mining concession are Black Volta mines and then Sankofa gold mines, no. Nina no observe national because they say make say a count so and you operation and there's a how who go do what got to go to grandpony. And the Ibrahim Mahama is doing a Ibrahim and say, Yama go to what I say. Near what I'm a common that's what the and the Indian cigarette. The cigarette, yeah, Yarasa Bayajma, Yafa Manfo, Yarasa Benyan for Sokaka, Eddie Magana, and Yankasi Kakraku Butum. Now, 3-step plan, no, any first, I audit. Or my work of a year reform, Mamma, the team, yeah, I would say, I can't so be correct. It says it come away for her, yet the fire before years, or more the teams have be beyond the fine. Now, failure, who cannot do it now? Say, Kaway, and Azuma Resources Ghana Limited, and a Sankofa Resources Ghana Limited. A cow, my bar with a 2 a brand new operation. Omuria, I see a check cano. The engineers and planners are Ibrahim Mahama, and you're free, and yet the first what you over $100 million US, and you free these 2 mining concessions in Indino, and when we they be over the check now, some companies in cash as nobody there because in the process of buying any friends a company piano, the company is an entity on its own. Well, they are auto home for so a tonka, and you buy the liability and the assets of the company and the profit of the company. In the engineers and planners, so, and Azuma Nelson, Azuma Resources Ghana Limited. I with you, Kamiako box and in the box and when you just a mining company, Kakraka, run Azuma Resources Ghana Limited. Oldboga, Sankofa, Esuboka. It is after the audit report, Canada will be an Ibrahim Mahama on any Sam Jonah Mitria. Omuya. No more starting this car share business in the moon. Both mining site no. Some mining site you have a back Abidjan and also are operational. And these are the 3-step plan. After say takeover now you complete. Now Azuma Resources Ghana Limited. Omen Sankofa concession for Angasa de letter. 10 actually. Ajia to me says no issue be and will be and one na issue is dead. And they say in the business and finally official transfer ya transfer as in san krata nyina ne betima ka che say ye benye Ghana ni dis ye kronkron oba betu gold kakraka pa big company Ghana na kai say emre bi atwam yenya otumfo say to wei enene botaye ntia na okasa asem no say nanka account gold Ghana ni na etu anti ye imagine say Nimont Ghana, Ghana in the 2 imagine. Now, I'm running so da. I say, you Ghana ni, you local person, and then it's here. I'll bet you to a gold concession, a show, and yes small scale man and they be a small scale man or see you forget royalties no it's time for the equities and in the case them here nyen nketua no na case here so nya Ghana ni no ya employment na bedoso sikatwa so bedoso say omo Google am say site ayomugu money site to say Ashanti Gold Gold Ghana ne Nimon Ghana ne ehunkwanya ba no obekọ no broni ekofa ni free America Canada na UK akatwa di money say bohi Ghana ni hu 8,000 10,000 15,000 20,000 na wabode because enye the fort o Ghana ha ye salary cap na enye enti sa na tie enti broni no be yire no watwa ne de ne kese na ye de amama ka no so no fi but en so guys kese de momo o say enye ho ne say ye hwe aduru mre na so say Ghana ni oni a good man for Ghana. Fortunately, on one said it is I ne ba sa Ibrahim Mahama, John Dramani Mahama, Ninya, Nesaka. Idi otu fu asimo ka edu. Abam.
Say mine no. See the mo be a Ghana for ni any kind farmer. No ni abrofo be partner ya partner. Ne sika no nka. Say Obigaza South Africa, Johannesburg, ye golda. Woman never a yen South Africa for na ye. Enti Swoboase, and Kiadima, any before Bisa, and so the Quajis, Casa de Umukaya. Ya cratch for a question mining engineer near in into inform Momunya. And no none was a none as some Daho was here near any Constitution Review Committee no share sa provision na constitution na a woman no ye hunu ko en de be faso Western region Western North e wonyina mines wo go na ho no nti omuntimi inform company me yemfa ma before ne yemfa nkopa busi amba ma yema e hofo no nyina anya adwuma na sika no so nka Ghana eno ansa geological survey and minerals commission wo montimi ye survey hu ba bia deposit ne wo ye prepare de no to ho ma ye na chese obi braba say na tie one na ka na ehu say ha na deposit wo ha na deposit ha it is a offense was as so a ho ye hu o ne na na ka wo he fast as so na ehu ne na ti basa no a be kwa traditional council wanya bi ye oba nso anya bi na royalty na ye den equity na wo mu a wo so nya na da ho afebo ma mo dididie no royalty na ye ni abra ye ka ho
na they say me ka say the minerals commission for so part of the document on what sign kama anana na Ibrahim Mahama the company business and plan say omo ye hopeful say eye den a pay the 3-step plan om that to da no go through this 3 process from the audit, repaying of debt to accelerating development. And they do also make development. So almost start putting structures in Nkonyabano. In fact, domain because currently, and the ounce of gold near $23,000. Then says, "God, boom, come." Eti engineers and planners say, "Omunim, omo assistant in matter, omo procure a logistic jama other mining sites." This time around. Omo go to be cross million paying and omo dey Ghana nti omunim teri ni mu dada omo njire nya wo sa na we na afa na Ghana amakwan se Ghana ni ono ani de hye kronkron emma to good e wona sa so a large scale enya man for small scale ibi nti we no equivalent of Nimon Ghana ne Anglo Gold Ashanti no the same thing and inside ba be kai nti one I know shall say to Ayampia say I say na Ghana ye minister 18 team Azuma Resources Ghana Limited and sir usually they just the engineers and planners and Azuma Resources Ghana Limited no me nko na nya because all the whole conversation was centered around Black Volta mines but from nowhere Sankofa concessions so dey be yankasa no kura no baby yeduru yentimi ntwa yeduma no to yetrosika sema kwofom nti according to Ibrahim Mahama any Sam Jonah omakoye prospect na hu asase still gold gusu egu ase ho correct nti omoye ni na wie no omaje atumi se no omba ya eden ometima revive company no plus ometima fandipa afanipa dodo omuwie ometima twa ka ase twa yi nti Ibrahim Mahama finally when you so faso wan ye twika nye deda nkwa makwa enfaso abadede ni nam na ebi ekeka bebrebe se na we no any affiliation with the president yene brandy ana interest ne so high president yene brandy ana ne bra asha se miamia manfo nsa e de ma no but me on and off in na kai abra omu secure the grant of $100 million omu secure this particular project from Azuma Resources Ghana Limited in China. Sam Jonah Kano on stage say we enye government interference business biya two private organization and entities and about together say me person beton and we say me person beton and ababeyi. After that there was that jadam settings na sha say go so from ogretie free fa any abro nyam sha say to ayam pia kakra say I say papa ni charity ya wa to Ghana for ina akoma ntie ka say enye ntia say dey wa papa too much tin say no and the who grana ntimi nka anya Ibrahim Mahama. Now the question is auto e free a private company or almost every right to decline the offer or to accept the offer. In fact, when the offer was not good enough for Azuma Resources or when the contract was agreed, but the part of Ibrahim Mahama, the engineers and planners, or demand for failure partner, Azuma Resources Ghana Limited, a pulley off. And at the end of the day, in contract, well, trade contract, now your contract be arbitration. A do say and once here, your beer, particular bit like I say Ghana, a France, a Canada, a UK, Hefa, had young quarter nasi name pimping food say no music as an my. In the assembly says see any mono. I know must say we are ne. And was one go drew court. Ya carry a number for that to affair. Offer now Ibrahim Mahama, engineers and planners, a table no radio, money so, and including Sankofa. It is no 2 gold mines and engineers and planners. Everybody will pretty our Ghana. Wait, I buy one get one free pa. Because initially, they just the Black Volta at the end of combat. See, I make say a double Akoka Sankofa the Azwa account. Don't forget, say Oko the northern sector from upper west, upper east, northern region, Savannah region, northeast region. Sa region is really now. One problem is that a Juma Oko a papa. Oko a lot of the western region, the central region, the Bono half region. I took them say, most of the guys are coming from the north. Our money opportunity to be ground and go win. And then say every man in community biano. I was some special slot bia or the people who live in the community to get more employment. In the Anya, the people of Upper West will be getting employed, and most of them will be making good sum of money. Anya, so people back who are not first no only and that's all. If you train a car in the dollar equivalent, will be 8,000, 10,000 Ghana cedis. I ain't had 2 years rent, then a home, then package is a car will be. At the end of the day, it's only upon what. Send the point matter to the life of others, and don't forget a whole general bond as well for. And the Sikanunya, as compared to sell crowd down south, I don't know, we spend this kind of less. We are looking at employment avenue opportunity. Says Azuma Resources for Korea, and actually, some Brantia, they will coming down to the down south, maybe be a rebalu, maybe the anajo, and I define with the rebalu. Or more Galam say site because I do now there's a session now, Anya I employ some hundreds of people. Again, so I'm life air touch, I'm supposed to touch the life of others. And as a Ghanaian company, as a country, you need to have a better negotiation because meaning, say, what a day. When the moment I be who brony no pet, nay negotiation skills in Naira. Tina Kadie. Okay, man, Miss Annie, I didn't say. And also now, or 2 4 to the second, is it now? And when I say a gyro yet in Semono, near corporate for Cassia Mangasa. And you ready be beneath to be beneath to qua to Naha County and Canada. If we are the bebo man of all the affair. Kaisa visit particular mass, according to report near Manchester, the government of Ghana will move about 30%. The minister will know you stake a woman. The person I was saying, Messi Upeu, someone who have devoted himself now over millions of US dollars, or they're going to donation, saving lives, saving people from stress and difficulties. Sani Pano, We are there among for bomb pie palman. We are there people wish him well. We are there when a juicy thing like this is coming his way. Nobody will block it because at the end of the day, so onya yenya. When his blessing is become blessing on others, do you expect others to say no? We want you to be cursed. Now say if he is cursed, ada here be no go na eba. Ebe da nya bi manaba. Ghana sikafo do na kapre onti omunka. Otis de akwala we donation la like omunka ho. And say yenya one person who is so visible enough say oh ma okrampo magic glory no. O kan ya na no o de asuma ne de abrawo. O kan ni o de asuma ne de abrawo. To get all this, they are going to be in Yama about back papa no. So yes, Mona Namu what that mindset is a bit my and no. You might hold a point because I'm paying bra. That's a statement of fact. But a bra no, does it also mean say Nebra na for Koti Kwame so atamana Nebra to asasi bi amano on to gold mine bi amano omo gold mines e dey ama Ibrahim Mahama na engineers and planners Azuma Resources Ghana Limited. Minchi ona na Azuma Resources no. Ofri Canada, Australia rada. Enti ono ofri. Enti oni Ghana ni twa kabiasem. Ono any business. Ano to na wanti manya na woton. Same thing applies to Sankofa. At the end of the day, the government only have interference because there's a percentage that comes to Ghana. And again, the Mineral Commission and never granted documentation aka beti mama Ibrahim Mahama and engineers and planners started more further no so asa. And that's the government interest. Yes. So your government, na say obi even if not your brother. Now beti ma ahodi concessions and mining sites now what it takes. Now what checking the books me now no you okay I don't see the qualms and the problems. And again, don't forget, about the audit the previous owner no the business away ni na no kai buy e be taking in that to Ibrahim Mahama will still pay yanka so ye president yantika o de Ghana on twa obetwa sika ba ku bia ka bia every single penny he's going to pay and otwa that's only after say we anakwanda ho so or starting the business what so edi we simple and short etiatia Ibrahim Mahama, engineers and planners, finally, Nesa Aka, Azuma Resources Ghana Limited, Anna Sankofa concession, Nimiri Nano, and then officially, Oma transferring na Ama, the one and only Ibrahim Mahama, the philanthropist. Papa na Nisa, it will be no, he be the man. Eti Ibrahim Mahama Nesaka, Ninsaka. John Dramani Mahama, me sure so be happy man. But my church be myself, he didn't interfere. There was no interference. Ghana have nothing to do. When ye Ajapado ni bine the initial one and 2016, 2014-15 more. John Dramani Mahama etwaman no, and on Ghana state no, and an etwaman direct. Ajapadi any a state and etwan direct. But we a private company and atwama a private company. Way a naked truth our Oldboga trends. Me sure say what's that your commentary crowd that because Mr. Ibrahim Mahama there putting it inside and not just will be Abu Jack because Papa no say was shaking Ghana Papa Suzy Penama no aye Kofi Aduma wani pa no aye and this is the one kind and you young kwa dia obey mau and then obey the first Ghanaian obe odi a large mining site a bit more competing with the foreign mining companies that Ghana had na or 2 4 said to say you encouraging more of this so there be a more miners large scale mining Ghana it's time for Ghanaians to go for the ultimate na impopoano ne nkete ne ntoso no ya dia ya bre mbara so say ye di aduane nankasa say ana wadwe ye say na ofili Ibrahim Mahama woni adia ma amanfo so mo draw conspiracy theories President John Dramani Mahama and then you could no. Do you have a counterfeit or counterproof for to comment section? We are subscribing. Like it, next time, Edino Maxi Billian. I will make a truth on Oldboga Trends. Bye bye.